Here is something that might shock you. Apple just launched the AirPods 4 some months ago, but they are already working on the Pro 4 for 2026. And get this, the new model might have cameras built right into your earbuds. I know that sounds crazy, but stick with me because this could change everything about how we use wireless earbuds. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman just dropped some major news about Apple's next chip called the H3, and the features coming with it are straight out of science fiction. Today I am breaking down all the leaks, rumors, and what this means for the future of AirPods. But first, let me give you some context on where we are right now with Apple's earbuds. Let's start with a quick history lesson because it helps explain why this news is so important. The first AirPods Pro launched back in 2019, and they were game changers. Active noise cancellation in such a small package was revolutionary at the time. Then in 2022, Apple released the second generation Pro models with the H2 chip. That H2 chip made noise cancellation way better by sampling outside sounds much faster and blocking them more effectively. The difference was night and day if you tried both models back to back. Fast forward to 2025, and we got the AirPods Pro 3 just 2 months ago. Here is the thing though, I think of the Pro 3 more like AirPods Pro 2.5 than a true next generation. They still use the same H2 chip from 2022, so the processing power has not changed. The biggest upgrade was the physical design and fit. Apple redesigned the shape to sit more comfortably in your ears and create a better seal. This naturally blocks more outside noise, but it is not the chip doing extra work. Think of it like when Sony released the PlayStation 5 Slim, same internal power, just a different case. But here is where things get really interesting. Apple is not waiting around for the usual 3-year cycle between Pro models. According to analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, the AirPods Pro 4 is already targeted for late 2026. That is just 1 year after the Pro 3, which is unprecedented for Apple's Pro earbuds. So what is driving this faster timeline? The answer is the H3 chip and some wild new features. Mark Gurman reports that Apple is actively developing this H3 processor right now. This new chip will power better lossless audio quality and much more advanced noise cancellation. But the H3 chip is just the foundation for the really crazy stuff. Multiple sources are reporting that the Pro 4 will have infrared sensors and cameras built directly into the earbuds. I know what you are thinking. Why would anyone want cameras in their ears? These are not regular cameras for taking photos or videos. The infrared sensors are designed to track hand gestures and movements. Imagine being able to adjust volume, skip songs, or answer calls just by waving your hand in the air. No touching the earbuds, no reaching for your phone, just simple hand movements. The cameras could also work with Apple Intelligence in some fascinating ways. You could ask Siri a question about something you're looking at, and the cameras would see what you see and provide context. Picture walking through a museum and asking, "What painting am I looking at?" and getting an instant answer. Or pointing at a restaurant menu in a foreign language and having it translated in real time. This is Apple's way of competing with smart glasses without making you wear actual glasses. Now back to the AirPods Pro 4 and why this H3 chip is such a big deal. Better processing power means Apple can improve active noise cancellation significantly. The H3 will be able to sample and analyze outside noise with much higher precision. It can then generate opposing sound waves more accurately to cancel out unwanted noise. This should make the Pro 4 noticeably quieter than current models, especially for consistent sounds like airplane engines or air conditioning. The chip will also handle lossless audio processing much better. Right now, even with the H2, there's some compression happening when streaming high-quality music. The H3 should eliminate most of that compression for truly lossless playback. Audiophiles will definitely notice the difference in clarity and detail. I think Apple will take all this new H3 power and advanced camera technology and put it into the current Pro 3 design. Since the Pro 3 already has such a comfortable fit and excellent ear seal, it makes sense to build on that foundation. Adding the H3 chip and infrared cameras to that proven design could create something really special. It is a bit odd that Apple did not just wait and include these features in the 2025 model, but it seems like they wanted to get the improved design out first, then add the advanced tech later. The earliest we will see the AirPods Pro 4 is September 2026, based on current reports. Now let's talk about pricing because these new features won't be cheap. Current AirPods Pro 3 retail for around $250, which is already pretty expensive for earbuds. With all the new camera sensors and more powerful processing, I expect the Pro 4 to jump to at least $300. That would put them in premium headphone territory, but the features might justify the cost. Apple will probably keep selling the Pro 3 as a more affordable option for people who don't need the camera features. This would give customers a choice between proven technology at a lower price or cutting-edge features at a premium. In my opinion, if Apple pulls this off correctly, the Pro 4 could be the most revolutionary earbuds ever made. Adding visual sensors to audio devices opens up so many possibilities we haven't even thought of yet. The hand gesture controls could be incredibly useful during workouts when your phone is in a pocket or armband. Imagine being able to skip songs or adjust volume while running without breaking stride. The Apple Intelligence integration could make Siri actually useful in real-world situations. Instead of just asking about weather or setting timers, you could get contextual information about your environment. This feels like we're moving toward a future where we interact with technology without looking at screens constantly. But there are also some concerns worth mentioning. Having cameras pointing outward from your ears might make some people uncomfortable. Privacy will definitely be a concern, even if the cameras are only for gesture recognition. Apple will need to be very clear about what data gets processed and how it's stored. The battery life might also take a hit, with all these new sensors running constantly. Current AirPods Pro already need charging every 4 to 6 hours, depending on usage. Adding cameras and more processing power could reduce that time significantly. Apple might need to make the charging case bigger or find more efficient components. So what do you think about cameras and earbuds? Is this the future of wearable technology or just unnecessary complexity? Are you planning to wait for the 2026 Pro 4, or are you happy with current models? I am really curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Personally, I am excited to see how this technology develops over the next year. If Apple can make the hand gestures work reliably, it could change how we interact with all our devices. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. And if you want to stay updated on all the latest Apple news and tech news, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Share this video with anyone who might be interested in the future of wireless earbuds, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, and take care.